What's up, my brother? Dark Rayleigh and Momo just received character adjustment in One Piece Bounty Rush. On paper, these buffs look useful. They sound like they should improve survivability and impact in League, but after testing both units in real matches, yes, I did try both. I want to be honest, this adjustment does not solve the real problem, which is Kizaru. Yes, they are playable, but in the current meta, their overall impact is still very low, in my opinion. And again, the biggest problem is still Kizaru, but OPBR doesn't want to fix that one. I tested both Dark Rayleigh and Momo in normal League matches, not in perfect situations, not cherry-picked games, just standard 4v4 League where multiple EX units are always present. That matters because One Piece Bounty Rush is not a 1v1 game, it's a 4v4 game, and adjustments need to work in that environment. For Dark Rayleigh, the adjustment focuses on his perfect dodge. You need to be very good when it comes to dodging. Yes, you can dodge one, but what about the next attack? Someone is sniping you, so you need to be very good when it comes to dodging. OPBR enhances what Dark Rayleigh already does best, and you have to practice that, I guess. On paper, this sounds solid. If you're gonna read his trait, it's quite solid. In reality, it doesn't fix anything, like for real. Yes, he's quite tanky, but that's it. Cause even after a successful perfect dodge, Dark Rayleigh still struggled to survive in League. The reason is simple, dodging one attack does not stop the pressure from the other three enemies. You might dodge a skill and gain a shield, but in the current meta, multi-hit attacks, beams, and EX skills continue to hit you immediately after. So while the buff helps in isolated situation, it doesn't provide long-term survivability in my opinion. In a clean 1v1 scenario, Dark Rayleigh can actually win, but League battles are not 1v1, they are 4v4. Not just 4v4, but a chaotic 4v4 fights. And in that environment, this buff is not enough. This leads to the real issue with these adjustments. Right now, OPBR does not have a proper hard counter to Kizaru. At the moment, the only unit that consistently counters Kizaru is Gear 5 Luffy. Instead of introducing another Kizaru counter, OPBR seems to be focusing on countering Gear 5 Luffy himself. Yeah, why? That's the question. That decision makes these buffs feel misplaced. Kizaru remains dominant in the meta, while the units that struggle against him receive minor trait buffs instead of real answers. Also, why are they countering Gear 5 Luffy? Like, why? Why would you create a Gear 5 Luffy counter? Just why? That is insane though. Now let's talk about Momo. Momo's adjustment allows him to inflict capture block, which is, I think, one of the best when it comes to the character adjustment. Momo doesn't have this, they just add it to him, and it makes him very useful. Also, as a defender, you need to stop those runners, and having inflict or capture block is a huge W. But the thing is, Kizaru can still clap Momo. So how can you stop a runner if you're getting clapped by Kizaru? Like, they become a Kizaru's food, which is insane. Why give us a character adjustment if they're useless at some point? Actually good though. Sheesh. Yo, that's a perfect dodge. This is why these characters adjustment feel mid. OPBR improved traits but did not address the real meta interactions. Dark Rayleigh and Momo did not gain meaningful answers to the current top threats. They did not gain enough survivability, pressure, or control to shift the meta. They are playable, yes, but they do not change how League Battle are played. It's just like a teammate who's gonna sell if someone is using these characters and you are up against Kizaru. Okay, I'm not ranting, but to be fair, these buffs could matter more in a different game mode. If OPBR introduced a proper 1v1 mode, or if we got the 1v1 now, Dark Rayleigh and Momo could become much stronger, or they might be meta when it comes to the 1v1. In controlled fights, perfect dodges and capture block would have far more value, so I think they will shine in 1v1. But in the current meta 4v4 league format, that potential does not translate well. So are Dark Ray and Momo good after the buff? Well, they are playable, they are not overpowered, and their impact in the current meta is not what you think. It's kinda mid at some point. If you already enjoy using them, the buff helps. But if you're looking for meta-defining units, this adjustments is not the answer, okay? Until OPBR properly addresses the Kizaru problem, buffs like this will continue to feel underwhelming. Well, that's my honest take, my brother. And that's it for this video. But before that, let me know in the comments what are your thoughts. Is Dark Ray good? Is Momo good? Is the buff or character adjustment good in the current meta right now? Let me know in the comments, my brother. So that's it for this video. You know the drill. Stay salty, stay awesome, and salty rock. Now signing off.